He's never taken me to a hockey game ever.
I've never been to a hockey game. I've never been like a real hockey game.
Ever. And now we can't go. Those are upstairs, they're sleeping, yeah.
Okay, I got a
Oh, reminder, wait, okay.
Oh.
We're talking about Britney Spears, but okay, fine. Let's do that. Let's do that. Okay, yes, thank you.
I found an article on MSN.com.
Mm-hmm.
The 20 best breeds for inexperienced dog owners.
Is Corgi in there? Because if Corgi is in there, I'm gonna laugh my ass off.
So I'm like, oh, this might be fun to guess what they might be. And then I click on the first match, and it's fucking Border Collie. And
that can't be.
There's no way this is a good idea for an inexperienced dog owner.
That's horrible.
So I thought we could go through them and we do like an agree-disagree.
Okay. Totally disagree.
Totally disagree with Border Collie.
Border Collies are super smart. They're probably the smartest breed around. They're among the smartest breeds around. They get bored super easily, which means that you need to spend a shit ton of time training them, keeping them engaged and all of that. And you need to know how to do it effectively. If you don't do that, it's going to end up having like distractive behavior.
Yeah.
Because they're bored. Because that's what dogs do when they're bored.
The way dogs work is the smarter they are, the more they need to be stimulated intellectually and physically. And if they don't get that stimulation, they become like fucking feral in some cases. Like a number, what's that guy, Caesar Milan?
Yeah.
The guy with the dog whisperer?
I don't like that guy.
I'm just giving an example. The Border Collie, even though it's like, it is actually the smartest dog on average, even though it's the smartest dog, it frequently shows up on Caesar Milan's misbehaving dogs.
Is in general smarter than Twitch chat?
Is what?
It's in general smarter than Twitch chat.
Okay, next. What do we have? Labrador.
I mean, it's not impossible, of course, but like you need to be, in my experience, in my opinion, a bit experienced on how to train dogs, to train them properly. Like it doesn't only have to do with how willing you are. You kind of need to know and understand how dogs work.
Labrador is their next one.
Oh yeah, they're like big, fluffy, happy.
They're not too stubborn.
Yeah, Labradors are like big, fluffy teddy bears.
I probably wouldn't recommend any big dog for a first-time owner, but if you want a big dog, it's probably one of the easier big dogs.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah. Okay.
I think they just, but that's, I think they just eat a lot of stuff.
Next one.
I think Labradors eat everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
Next one is German Shepherd. First-time dog owners?
No.
You want a German Shepherd?
No.
I gotta tell you, when Dex was like pretty small, like not his size
Absolutely
right now,
not.
I had to use like my full strength to keep him back in some occasions. And in some occasions, like when there was another dog who was like behaving aggressively to him at like, 30, 40 foot distance, Dex literally dragged me with the leash.
Or when
it was grass and it was a little slippery. So he pulled me suddenly, and I basically fell on my butt, and he dragged me. Like, he dragged me at a decent speed until I got, like, a footing and got up.
Or if I was leaving, and he
this was when he was
me.
not full-sized.
Yeah.
He was, like, maybe volume. I think he was less than half of his total weight now.
Also, like, German Shepherds and stuff, like, they need a lot of training. They can be excellent dogs. They need so much training, though.
Yeah.
And they have super strong bites. And they really, like, you really need to know how to train them to tell a toy or a piece of clothing from, like, an arm or a finger.
Yeah.
With their bite. Because sometimes they even accidentally might bite you. So they need to get that feeling in their mouth to not hurt you. So for first-time owners, absolutely not.
Someone said, remember chat, vegan strength, translated to 1/10 of regular strength. I'm pretty strong.
Super, super strong. Rania wouldn't have fallen. I might not have fallen, not because of that. Like, I can't call Dex if he wants to run away, to, like, run. He would definitely pull me. He does that Dex because he's more mama's boy than anything. I can more easily draw his attention. Like if I pretend to run the other way, or if I'm like, oh, yes, yes. Like I'm all excited and stuff. He's much more likely to get his attention to me than Kripp.
Okay, next one. Continental Toy Spaniel.
Anything with toy in their name is a yes. Like you can do anything you want with these dogs.
It's they might be like a dog. Like what? It's like that creature in Jurassic Park that floofs its like crest because it's upset.
They might be. Can I come here?
Yeah, like a dog here.
Yeah, I have a dog here. Like they might be yippers, but
yip.
But if it's a toy dog, it's like, yeah, you can do anything you want with those.
Next up is Golden Retriever.
Yeah, I think the Golden Retrievers are very close to Labradors.
What is the mix? So
Golden Retrievers they have much longer hair, and I think they're a bit more. Their features.
Is it a Golden Retriever or is a Golden Lab?
No, it's not.
Not a Golden Retriever?
No.
They're different?
A Golden Retriever looks very similar to a Golden Lab. I think it has longer hair. Mm-hmm. Like the hair is much... Like the Lab hair is like short. It's like face hair. The Golden Retriever hair is like Dex type hair.
They come from the same type of breed, they say.
Yeah. And I think it has generally a bit more refined features. Like the Lab, they're a bit more bulky. Adopting a baby wolf. I would adopt baby wolf.
Nah, I'm not so sure it's good. Yeah. Okay, next up. Poodle. This is a really nice poodle.
I know poodles are like very smart.
This is such a nice poodle. That's the nicest poodle I've ever seen.
I don't know. Okay, that one is nice and stuff, but I think poodles are
Look at this poodle, dude. This is the cutest poodle I've ever seen. I'm not even exaggerating. Look at this shit. Look at that. Is that not the cutest poodle you've ever seen? Oh, I suppose the next one. Okay.
I think poodles are difficult.
That is the cutest poodle I've ever seen.
I don't think that poodles are easy dogs. I think they're also very smart.
They're smart.
I think that their hair needs a lot of care because it's so curly and stuff. I don't think they're easy dogs, no.
Okay.
So not for beginners, I would say.
Next up is the Shetland Sheepdog.
Oh, that's a good doggy. My aunt had a Shetland.
Is that the small one or the small one with something else?
Yeah. These are the tiny ones.
The tiny ones?
Yeah. But I would say not for beginners again, because of the same, for the same reason. Their floof requires so much care.
Does it?
Yeah.
Too much hair?
They're like way fluffier than Dex and stuff. Like there's a lot of floof.
Okay.
Of course they're all good doggos.
Oh, here's a great starter breed. Rottweiler.
What is this article? Seriously. No.
No?
Aren't Rottweilers like banned in some
Yes.
countries?
Yes.
Including Canada, I believe.
Rottweilers are like top 3 biters. Like number 1 by a landslide are pit bulls, and then I think it's Rottweilers, and then I think it's German Shepherds.
Now, I do believe they're all good dogs. Like my cousin has a pit bull. He's the sweetest dog ever. I think it's the owner's fault when you hear like dogs attacking and all of that. But that being said, yeah, breeds like that need training. Like they need care.
Yeah. And you have to keep in mind that the thing with training is not all dogs are equally trainable. But you still need to train it. So
no, the problem is not equally trainable. The problem is that a dog of this size or of Dex's size needs to know, for example, to let go. Like one of the first things that we taught Dex, and he knows it. Like if you have seen our playtime sessions, he knows that so well. You tell him leave it, and he leaves it.
Yeah.
Even if it's his favorite toy, even if it's his favorite food, and he has it in his mouth, if I tell him leave it, he opens his mouth. Because you always have at the back of your mind that no matter how great a dog is, and no matter if throughout their entire life they have never beaten anyone, they might get scared, they might get stressed. Like they might always show some unexpected behavior. So you always want to make sure that in case your dog bites something it shouldn't bite, you need to let them to have them like let go. For these kind of dogs, for dogs the size of Faye, one, they can't really do that much, damage if they hurt, and also, and also
we'll see about that.
You can always like handle them, like open their mouth with your force, which you can't do with Dex. So that's like my experience, and that's what we've discussed with trainers and stuff before. Dogs like these, they need training. I totally don't believe that there's anything wrong with these dogs, like the Rottweilers, the Pit Bulls. They can be excellent dogs, and I've seen dogs like that being the biggest sweethearts, but they need training. Like, they need good owners that care.
Yeah. Someone
Sean Fay.
Someone mentioned that new owners are not necessarily lazy owners. It's of course not necessarily.
It's not, yeah.
You just have to, like, now that we've raised 2 dogs, I know exactly how to raise a different dog. So, like, I honestly can be, with the same level of effort, I could be a much better trainer towards a new dog than I could have been before we got those dogs. So being a new dog owner makes you have to be not a lazy dog owner, because if you're at all lazy, then you're gonna have problems.
Like, intentions are not enough. Like, you need to put the work in, and to know how to put the work in. Like, it's not just about being lazy. When I went with Dex to like training classes, the training classes were mostly for me. It wasn't for like Dex. Yeah.
Saying those are parents? No, it's easy. You just give them the tablet, and then when they ding 18 times, you kick them out.
All I have to do is, as first kids, always pave the way for like second and on. Okay?
What? Just give them a tablet.
No, we first kids train the parents, and then the second kid finds the way paved. I don't know. I had to fight for like freedom to stay out late and stuff, and not get all the where are you going and who with and stuff. My brother never had that.
I'll just put a GPS chip in them. Because
by that time they were like, yeah, okay, it's not, yeah, it's okay.
GPS chip is fine. All right, next doggo, Pembroke Welsh Corgi.
For first-time owners, seriously.
Yeah, I think it'll be all right.
Do they have a death wish?
Why do you think corgis are so bad?
Corgis have the worst attitude ever.
They do have a terrible attitude.
Yeah. They are stubborn. They want their own thing to happen. They are vocal. They have attitude with a capital A. Like our vet, when we visited with Dex, we told him we were getting a corgi before we got Faye, but when we were in talks to get her and stuff, he's like, "Are you sure you want the corgi?" They're drama queens. Yes, they have attitude.
I would say a corgi is easier than a German Shepherd, though.
It's easier because it's smaller, and small dogs are easier.
I also think
I think if it was Faye in Dex's size, we would have a serious problem. Can you imagine trying to like cut Faye's nails if she was Dex's size?
I think the main issue is that corgis have very strong personalities, and in some cases it can be tough. Like, corgi actually doesn't get along with other dogs very well. Like, Dex is just best boy with her, and she kind of like tolerates Dex for the most part. But like, I think Dex loves other dogs. But she doesn't. I think if we didn't have Dex, I think Faye would be a lot easier.
Super popular breeds are often misbred for many years, which can introduce behaviors or health problems you shouldn't want for first-timers. True. Like, honestly, the mutts are the healthiest dogs. In terms of, at least, like, breed-related hereditary issues.
They did a study in England for, like, all the different breeds that are common. And the only breed that on average was healthier than mutts was Border Collie.
Corgis are normally kind of lazy and are okay to stay inside and sleep a lot. You may have gotten a wild one. We definitely got a wild one. I think corgis just have attitude. Like they're queens. They're drama queens.
Corgi's like a bit of a gamble, basically, is what she's saying. They're going to have their own personality, and
Yeah, they have
if
personality.
that personality might work perfectly with your lifestyle. It might, but it might not. And if it doesn't, it can be very difficult. Like with us, it's a bit of a challenge because again, she does not get along with other dogs.
Yeah.
So a Corgi for us is a little bit of a challenge. Next one is Australian Shepherd.
I think that
You want
goes.
to call it, Molly?
Yeah, no, I know about that. No, I think that goes also along with border collie and stuff.
It's smaller.
Like
I think it's a little bit less attitude, and a little bit less size and energy.
And a lot of hair and stuff. Again.
Okay, more hair.
I wouldn't recommend it for first timers.
Okay, next one is a Brussels Griffon.
They're amazing dogs, like Australian Shepherds. They are so pretty, and they are like very cute and like fluffy and lovable and all of that. But we're talking about like dogs that are good for first timers. Okay, that's a topic right now because that's supposed to be at least for first timers.
Brussels Griffon. Look, that's his chin. He's got like a beard. It's like a tiny beard dog from Belgium.
I would assume that those are like, okay,
Easy.
whatever. Like, those are like basically next to teddy bears.
I don't know about this one. Bernese Mountain Dog.
I have not had any experience for that. I can't say. Just by the size of it though, and the fluffiness, it's high maintenance. So I don't know.
Also, the Bernese Mountain Dog is one of the shortest living dogs anywhere. The average lifespan is like 8 years. You also have to keep in mind that the bigger the dog, the longer it takes them to grow up. So,
that is true. Like
so
to grow to mature.
Yeah.
So to grow up physically.
Yeah, to mature, both physically and
they
mentally.
grow up very fast.
Yeah.
So you have a full-size dogs with the brain of a puppy for a while.
Like for I don't know what the cycle is for Bernese Mountain Dogs, but it's typically just based on size, and they are about Dex size.
Oh, they're bigger.
Maybe even bigger, yeah. And Dex, just really big German Shepherd. At about the 2 or 3 year mark, he's like adultish.
Yeah.
Basically. So like you're gonna have a dog that's an adult for like 4 or 5 years.
No, Dex is not gonna get bigger. No.
Next up, a toy Schnauzer.
Yeah, that's those. All of those. If you hear toy, it's good for a first timer.
I think a Schnauzer is a pretty high attitude dog, though. I don't know why this one's white. I think they're typically, you know what a Schnauzer is? They're like a German dog, but they're mostly gray, like a mix of white and black hair, and it looks grayish and stuff.
Are you sure? Isn't Schnauzer like the 10-10 dog?
No, I don't think so.
No?
They can be a bit temperamental. They have hard training. Yeah, I think...
Okay.
I think this might not be the easiest dog. I think it might not be too bad.
I literally think small dogs are easy to handle, yes. Except for Chihuahuas, I believe. Like Chihuahuas are like super big dogs in the small dogs like body. But everything else that I've encountered at least or I know of, they are very easy and fairly low energy.
Something called a
Napoleon
pointer,
complex, yes.
which looks like a Dalmatian with floof.
Pointers are mostly hunter dogs.
It's known for its obedient temperament and intelligence. It's said that a trained pointer remains so for life.
Chihuahuas are just corgis on crack cocaine. Chihuahuas are like, they can be super weird. I don't know about pointers. I know that generally they're hunter dogs.
Yeah.
Like they're not very pet dogs, residential dogs.
Next up, collies. Regular collies.
Oh yeah, collies are sweethearts again.
Are they?
Yeah.
Why do you like collies, but you think the Shetland sheepdogs are a little bit difficult?
I think the Shetlands are much more fluffy.
Oh, that sounds better. I like Shetlands more.
You've seen them. They're like super fluffy. Collies are like Dex, just different colors.
Okay, next up with great starter dogs, Belgian Shepherd.
Same thing goes what we said for German Shepherds. I don't think they're good beginner dogs.
Their disposition for work, these dogs are often found along police and customs officers. Makes them easy to train. Right. That's not the only thing it makes them, though. I swear, if I see Pitbull on this list, I'm fucking closing my phone.
Collies are crazy. They need like 10 miles of running a day.
Havanese.
Yes. Have at it.
It's basically
Gets two.
It's basically if Chewbacca was a dog.
It's basically baby Chewbacca.
Originally from Cuba, this cute pooch is very easy to train and eager to please. Man, I want a Cuban dog. We gotta put this on our list of future dogs, maybe.
I don't like these kind of dogs. If we're getting a small dog, we're getting a Chihuahua.
No, this is way better than a Chihuahua. Why the fuck would you get a Chihuahua?
I don't like these dogs. Look at the face of it.
Yeah, it's very cute.
No, it's not. It's weird.
A Chihuahua doesn't have a weird face?
Not all of them.
Chihuahua looks like a rat.
No, not all of them. You can actually tell which ones are gonna grow up to look like rats. The ones with the bulging eyes, I don't like them. But the ones that don't have bulging eyes, I like them.
English Springer Spaniel.
I have no idea.
Looks very English. Very majestic.
I have no idea of the breed, so I can't be given any
Medium-sized dog.
input on that. You get a Chihuahua that we're following.
Yeah, English Springer Spaniels require 2 hours of physical activity per day.
All right, good luck with that.
Good luck, new owners. If a dog breed has that, it's not for you. Oh, great. A Doberman Pinscher.
Is that the actual Doberman or the small one?
Pretty sure this is the actual Doberman.
Well, the Dobermans, they are in the same category as like Rottweilers and stuff.
Yes.
Like they used to use them in dog fights and stuff.
Yep.
Most Spaniels are really good. Cavalier King Charles Spaniel is probably the best first dog. Cavalier King Spaniel, the purebred ones, they very frequently though develop issues with neurological issues, I believe, with the brain, because they are bred to be small and cute, and eventually throughout like decades of breeding, their skull is too small for their brain. So in many cases, their brain grows too much and it is pushed against the skull and it creates like they can't...
You get like seizures and shit.
Yeah, seizures, and they can't walk properly. So I don't know if that makes them a good first-time dog.
Oh, my phone closed.
Yeah.
The last one on the list, Keeshond or Keeshond. It's what I was looking to get.
Yeah, we were looking to get, but then we didn't find any breeder.
No, it didn't go like that.
What?
It was more like, ooh, let's get a Keeshond. And you're like, I think I'd rather have a German Shepherd. So then we compromised and got a German Shepherd.
Wasn't that... No, when we were looking for Faye?
No, I think I picked a Corgi over a Keeshond.
Okay. A Corgi is bad for first-time owners. Kripp Rania proved it. They can't even pet Dex in front of her. I think Corgi... But we're not first-time owners with Faye.
Imagine not having a Beagle on the list. Yeah, Beagles are horrible for new owners.
Why?
Because they're not Rottweilers.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah, if you need to enlist, you need to enlist your dog in a life or death dog fight situation, then yeah, Beagle's just not going to cut it. It's for new dog owners, all right?
Wait, seriously, is this a first-time owner dog list?
The 20 best breeds for inexperienced dogs.
Are you serious? Like, where are the little fluff? Like the ones that are literally
there was like one of them
next to like teddy bears.
There was like one of them on
like
the list.
What's Simba?
Some French thing or something. I don't know.
Yeah, Coton de Tuileries or something.
Some shit
or
like that.
like Pomeranians and stuff. Those dogs that basically you put them there and they just stay there, and you don't know if they are alive or dead or something or fake. You know, like where are all these dogs? These are good for inexperienced owners. Like the ones that are literally teddy bears. I don't know. Labradors were on the list. They were pretty early on.
Yeah.
Yeah, Samoyeds, Papillons. Where are these dogs? Westies. Huskies are... No, Huskies were not on the list. Most dogs are horrible for first-time owners because most first-time owners are morons who think getting their dog exercise of 5 minutes a day is fine, while cuddling the thing and losing any sense of alpha control. But that's my point. All of these like tiny breeds that are literally teddy bears, I think they're good for inexperienced owners because they get tired very easily. Like you can play indoors and that's fine. You can very easily shower them, walk them, take them to the vet and stuff, trim nails. Poodle was on the list, yeah.
You don't like dogs in crowded city environments because they don't shut the hell up, bark, 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 bark? It depends. Often, there are some dogs that are like better in like apartment situations. Like the place we lived before this one was an apartment complex with like, I don't know, 50-something units. And dude, there were so many dogs there. Like, I would say more than half the people there had dogs.
Yeah. Broholmer, I don't know what that is. Yeah, basically lap dogs. That's what I'm talking about. Certain small dogs, there's plenty of small dogs that are high energy. True. But also, small dogs get tired so much faster. Because for them, running to the end of the room is not the same as Dex running to the end of the room and back.
Most dog trainers use positive reinforcements nowadays.
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole like I'm the alpha thing has
True.
its problems. It has more problems than otherwise, I would say. Not that it can't work. Of course it can work. But
well, it looks like it's working, but it's not really working. Like you create a dog that is like stressed and like afraid. And yes, you will get what you want, but you never, first, your dog won't be happy, you won't really truly be happy. And second, you never know when your dog might like crack.
yeah, some dogs just like lose their shit or want to challenge the alpha.
Oh yeah, sausage dogs. Where were sausage dogs? The wieners.
Oh, those
Dachshunds.
dogs. Yeah, the problem with those dogs is they're often mistaken for actual sausages, so they get eaten.
Right. Yes.
Yeah, they're not great
I guess
first
if you're
timers.
inexperienced, don't get the sausage
Yeah,
dog.
you might accidentally throw it on the barbecue.
Corgi is bred to be a working dog. All dogs are bred to be a working dog. Okay, not all of them. Most dogs are bred to be working
Or
dogs.
were.
Corgis were bred to herd cows,
Cattle, they say.
cattle, because apparently they're so short that the cattle can't really see them,
Yeah.
and they can approach and bite the ankles.
Corgis are literal ankle biters.
Yes. That's how they herd the cattle. They bite their ankles and just lead them. Corgi gonna defend against a pack of wolves. Corgi is brave when Dex is around or when there is no real threat. When there is an actual threat, Corgi is nowhere to be seen. She's gonna run faster than you know away.